you're a fan of large-scale battles like in Battlefield and Freedom, massive open maps, and destructible environments, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into 16 of the most exciting upcoming war games that bring chaos, strategy, and pure adrenaline to a whole new level. Get ready for explosions, collapsing buildings, and intense firefights. This is war on a grand scale. Let's get into it.
Octrix Channel.
Battlefield 6 barrels back into form with a roar that wipes away the missteps of 2042 and reclaims the chaos, scale, and strategy that made the franchise a giant. This time, you're deployed into a gripping modern conflict led by the private military power Pax Armada, as Elite Squad Dagger 13 wages war across 9 handcrafted maps, including Gibraltar, Tajikistan, and a stunning reimagining of Operation Firestorm. From the first moment in the beta, it's clear. Battlefield is back. Classic classes return, each loaded with tactical tools and unique identity, and the new kinesthetic combat system lets you lean from cover, perform assist revives, and flow through chaos with seamless precision. Vehicles feel slicker, destruction is more dynamic than ever, and Portal returns with more power, allowing you to remix rules, invent modes, and craft chaos from day one. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 twists the series into a new dimension of psychological warfare, throwing you into the fractured mindscape of 2035, where David Mason leads a Black Ops unit against a digitized version of Menendez, resurrected not through flesh, but through AI and fear, flooding the world with paranoia, deep fakes, and glitch-heavy horror that makes the campaign feel more like a techno-thriller than a military shooter. You can play it solo or bring a friend in drop-in co-op, while multiplayer amps up with wall running, micro-leaps, and futuristic loadouts that bring back that high-octane Black Ops feel with a sharp, modern edge. Zombies makes a chilling return, reborn as a round-based Dark Ether chapter with mission hubs and perk zones instead of endless wave loops. And Warzone integration looms with cross-progression and hints at a whole new map.
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
Beautiful Light pulls you into an extraction shooter where horror isn't the backdrop, it's the entire game. 6 squads of 3 are dropped into cursed environments brimming with ancient artifacts, but the twist is staggering. Some squads play as anomalies, mutated horrors with player-driven AI consciousness, and every match becomes a shifting nightmare. The core loop, Enter Secure Extract, is layered with roguelike modifiers, permadeath tension, and a progression system where you don't just upgrade your human gear, you evolve your anomaly form. One match, you're a soldier stalking a cathedral that flips upside down. The next, you're a shadow creature stalking your former teammates through a labyrinth of breathing walls.
Beyond my sword and behind my shield, I smile.
Halo 7 marks a full-scale rebirth, not a sequel, as Halo Studios wipes the slate clean following the departure of 343 Industries and the retirement of the Slipspace engine. With Unreal Engine 5 now powering development and Project Foundry already teasing lush, handmade environments that feel alien yet grounded, the series is stepping into a new era. Speculation swirls around a canon reboot or alternate timeline, especially after a trusted data miner uncovered Halo's listing in the PlayStation 5 retail database, complete with a unique product ID, strongly suggesting a fresh identity that breaks platform walls and narrative expectations. This is no longer just Xbox's flagship. It's a reinvention built for modern hardware, a potential universe reset that leans into story, spectacle, and accessibility with a brand new vision. PS4 explodes back into our lives with a promise to be bigger, crazier, and louder than anything Gearbox has unleashed before. Announced at Gamescom 2024 and launching September 12th, 2025. On PS5, Xbox, and PC, with a Switch 2 version coming October 3rd, this chapter transports players to a massive new planet called Kairos, where diverse biomes stretch from crystal canyons to gravity-defying forests, all designed for uninterrupted exploration. Gone are the days of loading screens and artificial barriers. This world runs on seamless traversal, deeper loot cycles, and technical wizardry the devs jokingly call less borders, more lands. You'll meet 4 all-new Vault Hunters, including the Cyber Siren Vex and Exo Fighter Rafa, and you can dive in solo, team up online, or kick back in good old-fashioned split-screen co-op.
To destroy. We lead a strike team to the fortress, and then we make him pay.
The Cube detonates genre expectations with a kaleidoscopic fusion of MMO shooter chaos and surreal physics, crafted by the minds behind Atomic Heart in a visual experience that feels like a puzzle, a battlefield, and a fever dream all colliding at once. You're thrown onto a massive levitating system shaped like a Rubik's Cube, each of its 6 faces rotating independently, flipping gravity and time in ways that feel like reality breaking apart mid-match. As players rain down from all directions, you scramble across dynamically shifting environments to claim anomaly relics, survive boss-scale encounters, and unravel the cube's dark cosmic architecture. Movement becomes madness. Platforms tilt, gravity pulls sideways, twilight shifts in real time, and the split rendering tech built exclusively for this title animates millions of pieces without ever breaking flow. Project S throws you into a dystopian Earth draped in the remnants of forgotten megacities and scorched biomes, where elite scavengers wander through crumbling zones in search of power fragments, tech caches, and fragile alliances. Built in Unreal Engine 5 by Lionheart Studio, the world is raw and reactive. Thermal storms reshape battlefields, gas clouds shift your vision and audio, and geothermal nodes become territory flashpoints for faction warfare. The gameplay is grounded, tactical, and violently fluid, combining third-person gunplay with gadgets, stealth mechanics, and layered environmental interactions. Disruptor grenades short-circuit enemy AI, scavenger mobs evolve mid-match, and every raid has a rhythm that punishes carelessness and rewards precision.
무너진 도시에서 키를 찾고 탈출해. 그렇지만 아직 희망이 있어. 쉘터는 뿔뿔이 흩어졌어. 그 안에 인류를 구원할 수 있는
Phantom Line casts you into a twisted post-nuclear vision of Europe where your consciousness is no longer confined to one body. As part of a Husk-equipped anomaly hunting unit, you leap between artificial forms to scout, bait, or strike with supernatural efficiency. The world is procedurally alive. Every mission begins aboard the Icebreaker ship, where you customize gear, choose your variant, and then plunge into irradiated zones dripping with spectral phenomena. Every biome feels handcrafted yet unpredictable. Psychotropic fog blankets old cities, rifts bleed light into caverns, and side ops evolve based on decisions made in previous runs. This is not a corridor shooter, it's a wide-open descent into madness where radiation storms shift enemy behaviors, and no mission is ever the same twice. Painkiller Remake erupts from Hellfire with a 3-player co-op blitz through gothic destruction and monstrous insanity, dragging the 2004 cult classic into a new age of chaos. You embody one of 4 damned souls, Ink, Void, Sol, or Roch, each wielding tarot-born perks and unholy fury in arenas dripping with sacrilege and blood. From desecrated cathedrals to floating citadels, every environment is a theater of violence where stake guns, rocket launchers, and hook dashes let you chain carnage like a brutal ballet. Movement is blistering, air dashes, grapples, gravity slams, while boss fights don't just challenge you, they choreograph your pain into rhythm. Hunger stalks back into the list like a plague-riddled shadow, an extraction RPG soaked in dread and desperation set in the ruins of Napoleonic Europe. You don't play a hero, you play a survivor trying to claw life out of rot, fear, and betrayal. Scavenging isn't just a system, it's your lifeline. Every forest path, monastery ruin, or shattered town square is dripping with choices that carry weight: fight, trade, flee, or fall. Over 30 distinct weapons, class-based builds, and a sprawling progression tree anchor your character in a world that refuses to coddle. PvPvE is relentless. Players can ally briefly or betray instantly, while mutated horrors known only as the Hunger tear through flesh and fortitude alike.
Shadow o'er this land.
Marathon drags you through the dust and silence of Tau Ceti 4 in the year 2893, where you become a runner, one of 4 specialized operatives known only as Blackbird, Glitch, Locus, and Void. Each tied to echoes of Bungie's legendary past but remixed into something darker, stranger, and ruthlessly modern. This isn't a power fantasy. It's a merciless extraction shooter where every decision matters, every raid threatens everything you've gathered, and every escape feels like clawing your way out of a dying star. Combat bleeds cosmic mystery through seasonal story beats, and the deeper you go, the more you unravel about the Marathon ship looming in orbit like a ghost that never left. Alpha tests ran from April to May 2025, sparking mixed reactions, praise for the intensity, criticism for the tuning, and Bungie took it to heart, pulling the original September 23rd release date and promising AI overhauls, deeper narrative anchoring, and tighter loot loops. Reaper Actual drops you into the living battlefield of Morova, an island torn apart by 5 rival factions, ever-shifting alliances, and an FPS foundation that mixes tactical precision with open-world persistence. You're not just another soldier. You're a Reaper-class agent tasked with seizing biomes, fortifying your own base, leading fungal forest raids, and shifting the tides of war in real time. Every zone flipped through combat stays flipped until someone takes it back. Vehicles don't just transport, they dominate air, sea, and land, with weighty physics and role-based crew synergy. You feel the tension of true ownership, especially with optional blockchain integration that allows gear and territory to persist beyond the match, though it's fully playable on Steam or Epic without touching any crypto layers.
Welcome to Morova, Reaper. Enemy spotted. Follow me.
Black Vultures. Prey of Greed rips through the tactical shooter genre like a storm of steel and betrayal, placing you in squads on a race against the clock to seize cargo, control resources, and escape alive. Or die watching someone else claim it all. Each match begins with limited lives, randomized loot objectives, and a competitive rush that plays out across war-scarred industrial maps, dripping with tension. AI factions roam the field, disrupting your plans with sabotage missions or offering risk-heavy side contracts that split your squad's attention. Viper, the in-game NVIDIA-powered assistant hood, injects mid-combat intel and drone capabilities that keep fights dynamic and brutal. Loot isn't just gear, it's rank, it's reputation, it's power. Covenant breaks genre lines with a first-person, Souls-like Metroidvania drenched in fallen divinity and flowing combat choreography. Built by a small team of ex-Halo, Destiny, and Call of Duty developers, now known as Legion Studio, this dark fantasy epic drops you into creation, a vast, interconnected world where every path loops through myth, architecture, and lingering shadows. You play a fallen messenger from the celestial realm, weaving martial arts, ancient blades, and spell-infused stance mechanics into a combat system that shifts depending on how you move, not just what you swing. Every jump, slide, parry, and blast is fluid, deadly, and exacting. The Unreal Engine 5 visuals are already turning heads, dripping caves, impossible fortresses, and twisting puzzle chambers, all designed for both solo exploration and cooperative campaigns.
The hero of old. The man of renown. You to change it all.
Gears of War E-Day smashes the ground with the weight of a legacy reborn, taking us back to where it all began. Not just narratively, but emotionally. This is Emergence Day, seen not from the eyes of seasoned warriors, but from a young Marcus Fenix and Dom Santiago as they watch their world collapse into fire and flesh. Built in Unreal Engine 5, every frame is thick with dread and ash. Ruined cities, cracked skies, and the first shrieks of the Locust Horde bursting through the surface of Kelowna. This isn't a sprawling open-world reimagination. It's a linear, tightly wound descent into chaos, prioritizing character over spectacle and anchoring every moment with tension. The original voice actors return to ground the story in raw emotion, and the Coalition, joined by People Can Fly, have promised haunting visuals, visceral horror combat, and pacing that unfolds across days, not just firefights. Den of Wolves isn't just another heist shooter, it's a cold-blooded cyber thriller where every mission is a wire-thin line between genius and disaster. From the creators of Payday and GTFO, you're thrown into Midway City, a floating island of corporate decadence and digital chaos built above the Atlantic, where tech is God and loyalty is just another asset. You and your crew are criminals for hire, breaking into neural networks, cracking vaults wrapped in quantum encryption, and running high-risk zero-gravity escapes through hostile infrastructure. But it's not about spraying bullets, it's about planning, precision, and pressure. Every job demands intel, loadout prep, and timing down to the breath.
Plant the explosives at the window. Hang in there, we're almost ready.
Divided the enemies line up one by one like a real foot soldier. Stand my ground when I stare them down, cause they can't control us.